Arsenal on fire? The results say yes, Arsenal on fire because we've only had one loss so far this season. Everyone else has lost at least 2 games, So
Yeah.
that's good. It's good for us to see. For me, it was positive to see that Arteta is trying to get Gyökeres into the team. He's not playing the way he was playing last season anymore in the last 2 or 3 games, especially against Newcastle and the game against West Ham. Like we are transitioning the ball quicker, as in that's Arsenal transitioning the ball quicker. They're trying to find Gyökeres more. Gyökeres is seeing more of the ball. He just needs to find his shooting boot. He needs to learn that in the Premier League strikers don't take two touches, 3 touches before they shoot. As you're getting the ball,
Yeah.
blam, you like one touch finish. So he needs to work on that. But I think that Arsenal will still be there or thereabouts at the end of the season at this particular point in time. I'm happy about that. We're top the league for the first time in a long time. For the entire weekend, not just for one day or for like 2 hours. So that's positive for me to see. Yes, Arsenal are on fire and long may it continue. Jude, you are someone that also supports Arsenal, even though you try to pretend that you hate Arsenal. Like, are you
I
happy?
don't hate
Are you happy
Arsenal.
for us? Are you happy for us?
I just hate the noise that you make. That's what we are against. So I don't hate Arsenal. I feel so 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago, Ateta was firing, scoring, and conceding.
Mm-hmm.
Last season or last two, between the last 2 seasons, he has transitioned to more of defending, containing.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has gotten an attacker. He's doing what any other top manager would do: kill the game, go for the game, kill the game. He first made the error, I think, against Man U and against Liverpool. He was trying to be doing the same thing against big teams. Let's conserve and try and get a point or sneak a goal or win. Now he's no longer that person again. He's trying to put out all he has.
The
You
thing
have
is,
the guns.
I
Shoot,
agree. I disagree
shoot,
with that agenda
shoot.
because
That's what I feel. You have the guns.
to
Shoot
me
it.
that is an agenda because he's still playing. We're still like compact. We still defend. Defense is still priority.
He's
Like
still defending,
we're still
but
trying
now
to manage the
he's
game.
no longer playing like two defensive midfielders or trying to like he's playing more of a right. He played Odegaard and this guy now. What's his name? Eze,
Easy,
right?
yeah.
Unlike him, he would have played Merino to help contain
Mm.
or place Partey to help contain.
That's the problem. He's not looking at Merino as a container. That's
But
all that
Merino
I'm
comes
saying.
in and does it
No,
until given instruction and change. It goes
no,
off for
Merino is someone that is like football brilliant, like Granit Xhaka. Like you can adapt, you can read the landscape and then
yeah.
read the game and then adapt. So that's what he's playing Merino for. If he needs to defend, he'll defend. Going forward, Merino also gives us a threat in the
Forward.
opposition box. So I don't think he's playing Merino as a 6. He's playing Merino as an 8, the same thing as Declan Rice. But I think what he noticed in the last game against Newcastle, in the last 10 minutes or last 15 minutes, when he brought in Eze, Odegaard, when he brought in Odegaard from the bench and he had Odegaard, Rice, Eze, like we were basically squeezing them Newcastle, and he just thought, okay, let's do that again against West Ham and against Olympiacos and against West Ham to see how that works, and it worked. My problem was us Arsenal players not finding Gyökeres in time. I think that's what happened in the City game. That's why you're talking the way you're talking,
Yeah.
and against United. But I
Just
still
forget
think
the
overall the gameplay is still the same, but just that we're transitioning the ball quicker. We're no longer doing that horse U shape that United does, where you pass from left to the middle to the right and pass all the way back before you cross. No, now once we get the ball, find Gyökeres straight away, let him be our, let him run with the ball and bring everyone, so everyone can run forward. I think it's a change in tactic, not necessarily a change in mindset and the approach to the game. So I just want to dead your agenda.
It's the change in the mindset of the coach. The coach himself that changed mindset to get a tactics that is now applying to the players because that is playing them where they can like express more attacking while you have that confidence in your back. Your back line is solid, like it's okay. So that's one of the reasons why I chose Arsenal to be although I don't want it, but I chose them to be because looking at what Liverpool bought, right? They're going to take time to try and balance that team. If Liverpool should be able to go 6 or 7 games straight, winning consecutively, my fear would Arteta like go and do an error somewhere and then being scared or being reserved. He just needs to focus on these small games. He can beat every team. Like I don't see any team that can beat Arsenal.
Brighton.
Liverpool had a sneaky win. I don't see anything that can beat like Arsenal right now,
I
but
just told you Brighton.
I'm not supposed to say
Brighton.
that.
I'm worried about Brighton, but we'll see. We'll see when we play them. Before I bring in David, because I know Azza is a distant admirer. Chelsea. Um, Anyways, Azza, how do you feel about Arsenal's rise? We should say Arsenal's rise, where we are playing right now, the way people are scared of us. Do you think that Arsenal have a potential to win the league?
I've always said it before. I just don't like it. I've always said Arsenal is going to rise. I've always known Arsenal to be a deadly team. I've always said this right from day one. You just know, with me, you just know I don't like saying it. Right now, saying it is even, is disturbing my heart, but yes, like, cause what I believe is, first thing, I just, like, from what Jude said, over the season, Arsenal has grown because when they had that breakout season where they were like actually competing, they had like they could go forward, but they were still conceding as well. Then last season, they moved into more defensive. They moved into a more defensive Arsenal where everyone knows how good they are defensively, and that is the first thing that is going to win you leagues. Because league is not a game; it's like it's a long run of games. So, and now, okay, fine. Last season, now we are good defensively. What are we offering in terms of attack? Okay, if this team is sitting low block, which personnel are we changing? What are the things that we are doing? And they addressed every single thing this last summer. So now I don't see the reason why Arsenal are not winning that league. But my only problem is this is Liverpool. I don't see Liverpool stopping Arsenal in any way in this league. Only maybe one surprise team. Maybe Man City is going to come back again. But with this current Liverpool, with the pressure mounting on slots, with
Man
him
City can't.
trying to change things, trying
Maybe
to
Chelsea.
make up for the
Chelsea no.
trying to make the price worthwhile. I don't think Liverpool can actually like disturb Arsenal in this in
Fair
this
enough. Can you
Chelsea,
address this?
Chelsea
Because
should
this
because
one,
be
because
this
one.
was
let me
addressed to you
because
as well.
right now the only
Asa, address the
um
comment as well as you're talking. Address
okay
the comment as
Azar,
well.
Chelsea
Yeah.
should be winning the league with the amount of
Yeah,
money
you
you
should
have
be the one
spent.
mounting the
I
pressure.
don't know why
That money
Chelsea
you spent,
think
you should be mounting pressure.
they should not be in a title race.
But
The reason why our own money is different is like we spend a lot of money under like different managers. It's not like the whole it's not like the
this
whole 1
current
billion we
manager, you
spent
You
spend
it.
know,
money.
but how much has Maresca spent? Let's leave the
This
other
current
one.
manage
Yeah.
this current manager has not spent 500 million.
Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that. How much did you
This
spend this
current
summer?
one.
This summer
This
alone, you
current
guys
one.
spent this summer alone, you guys spent up to like 300 million. Last summer, you guys spent close to 1 billion. So what are you talking about?
No, last summer. When did you spend the billion last summer?
You spent
Last
close
summer
to 1
was when
billion last summer.
Maresca came
So
in.
you guys are just collecting people
Now,
and sending them to Strasbourg last summer.
all these people they were small. They are small money. If you remember,
But you went
all
to
It's
buy
these
not
them
like
now.
60 million, 40,
all
50
these people,
million.
their money is very very small.
Add all the money together.
Nah,
Add
if you
everything together.
to be honest, like I'm being honest this time around.
It
If
was
you add
Maresca
all
that
the
reduced the 42
no,
players.
if you
Remember,
nah,
it was Maresca that
I'll
did
be
it
honest this time
professionally.
around. If you add up everything we spent for Maresca himself, we haven't spent 500 million for Maresca.
But still, that's a
Never,
lot of money, no? Surely it should be
never.
entitled to five.
No,
With
but
500 million, it should be entitled.
people but what I'm saying is when they say, oh, you spent this amount of money, people think, oh, Maresca didn't spend that money. He
Okay,
started from
but
Graham Potter
with 500
down
million.
to Pochettino, then now Maresca.
We are not going to let you deflect. You said Maresca has spent about 500 million. We are going to fact check that later. But with
Yeah.
500 million, not naira,
With
500 million
million,
pounds,
he has
with
delivered.
500
He has
million
delivered.
pounds,
Wait. On that, with 500
we
million,
should
he has
be in the
delivered a
title
Club World
race.
Cup. No. We ideally, we should be in a title race. I've said it
Okay,
before.
that's all. Yes, thank you.
For me, I don't see the reason why you see all this. This is the excuse. This is the excuse for me. Is frustrating me. So, but realistically, this is where we are. We are not in the
Right.
title race realistically.
Right.
So
We
that
should be.
is the thing. But
Because the
the
points at this point
notion
in time
that
is
we've
not that much.
spent that much money, it's not like we spent that whole money for Maresca.
Oh, okay.
So there's, and again, like we are building, and again we've won something to know that okay, at least we are building, but we've seen signs that
World
okay,
What do
champions.
you win?
something is there.
World champions
Something
of
is
the
there.
world
And
that are
we,
not
and this is
competitive.
Conference,
Chelsea.
No
If
problem.
something is not there again,
conference
and
league.
this is Chelsea, like if something is not there again, or we are getting another story, like there's no Maresca is going,
Hmm.
then we need another coach that will get us to that point. But me, ideally, we should be fighting for the title. The title.
Fair
Please
enough.
fight for
Because if it
David,
wasn't
David,
Chelsea, if it
fight,
wasn't
fight
Chelsea,
for
if
Europa.
I hold me, if I hold any team that has spent that much money, if it wasn't Chelsea,
Fight
I'll
for
do
Europa. Fight for Europa.
that. Why?
That's where you
Why
be.
can't we fight for Champions
That's where
League?
you are.
Wait, but Chelsea spending it's on. Okay, you must spend.
Chelsea spend is not a new thing. You spent under other managers and still won. It was not dependent
You
on the
spent
manager's
close to
spending.
you spent
Yeah,
Chelsea
close to
always
500
spent,
million though. You
irrespective
spent
of
close to
the manager.
500 million in the two summers.
No minding.
Chel-
He wants to do agenda.
But I didn't
Anyways,
hear you
we're
mention.
done with Chelsea.
I
We're
don't
done
hear
with
you
Chelsea.
mention
Let's come back to the
Chelsea as
table
part of the
toppers. We're not
table.
talking about people that are seventh in the league. Please, David, let's throw this
sixth,
this.
sixth. Let's get that right.
Okay,
Seventh,
sixth.
Sixth in the league.
It's seventh. I thought I checked. It was
seventh,
seventh.
we sixth.
Now,
Yeah, seventh.
I think
Yeah.
it's sixth.
Man
Man
City,
City
Man
won.
City has
Man
won
City won
now, so
though.
you've come
Oh,
back
Man
down.
City won. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
This is
Yeah,
how
Sorry.
about
you
to say it.
the
David,
need
let's
of
let's
this thing.
I will come back to us now with this with this. Is John
Okay.
Ebere, our guy, says that
So
he's
yeah,
not going to join Ateta until they face big teams. Do you agree with this or
He's still
no.
haunted. He's
So
haunted.
based on what Azar said earlier, he said league is a marathon.
Mhm.
You can pick up only 6 points from the big teams and still win the league. You know.
Man, you will
That
pick
is
up
the
6
main
points.
thing. That is the main
So
thing.
and at the end of the day, it's who wins the league, right? Playing the big teams would help you know what you can be like maybe for the Champions League and other things. But I don't agree with the commenter. With
Man, you
that,
will give you
I
3
still
points. Chelsea will give you 3.
I
That's
I
it.
still
No,
I,
yeah,
I still
you'll be
think
okay.
I still think it's what you do after every 10 to 12 games, every quarter of the season. Now back to Arsenal. Basically, I think it's incredible what Arsenal is doing. I had, like we said earlier, I was tipping them for second place only because I felt Liverpool have won the league and they went to the market and did good business. So in my head, there's no reason why they shouldn't win. But here we are. Arsenal still has the meanest defense in the league. I think they've only let in 3
Yeah,
goals.
yeah,
And 2 of those goals came against supposed top 6 teams. So you can discount that, and say they've probably only let in 1,
Tango.
from
really,
Leeds? Yes.
yeah, from Leeds. So that's impressive. And in terms of goal scorers, I think they are top 3 as well. I think Man City is the highest, followed by
Yeah.
maybe Arsenal. I'm not sure. I've not really seen, the goals. So if you're top 3 with defense and top 3 with goal scoring, it just shows what your intentions are. It's clear, where you should be, at the end of the season. So kudos to the team. I'm not necessarily going to go into the dynamics of how Arteta is playing it. I like the fact that he now has quality everywhere. He has quality he can summon from the
No more
bench. We've
excuses.
already
Yeah.
we've seen that play out this season where there's some games where the other team just didn't come to play football. Maybe they came to play rugby or whatever. They are blocking everything. And Ateta called on
Like Man
resources from
City.
the bench. Yeah. And then Ateta called on resources from the bench and the game was unlocked. I like that. It's
yeah,
it's a character of big teams. I know we were pinning that on Liverpool at some point. They know how to get the win, but now we are seeing that it's becoming a crack. Arsenal's wins are convincing. Take a move away from the first game of the season against Man U. Every other win has, to a large extent been convincing. And I think that's improvement. So first season, I'm sorry, let's go back like 3 seasons now when Arsenal became genuine contenders. That first season, it was all about the attack. They were letting in goals. Then they decided to fix on that, become stronger in the defense, and then that still didn't get them over the line. And then the very next season, they became even meaner with defense, optimize set pieces, optimize some other areas, but it was not a problem of squad depth. Now this season, it looks like they're the 360 team, you know, strengthen depth, strengthen defense, strengthen offense, and then it just looks like the team that can take on everybody and ready to take on everybody. But then again, let's see. It's a marathon. Let's see where it's going. I think someone is addressing me in the comments. And David, whereas what you said is true, but you cannot deny that winning against teams that you're competing against gives a big team morale boost, which is why winning at Anfield, Etihad are needed. Now, I won't use the word needed. When you say need, it becomes a necessity, something you can't live without. You can live without beating the top six. Trust me. You can get draws against them and they will still win the league. I get what you're saying, the bragging rights, the morale boosting. But see, if I have a run of 8 games, and in those 8 games, there are 2 top teams there, and I pick a total of 26 points, I don't think it's considered. Sorry, 8 games. Sorry, that will be 20 points. I don't think it's considered a bad run. If I pick 20 points in 8 games, the maximum I can pick usually should be 24.
Yeah.
But if I win 6 and draw 2, it's still considered successful.
Yeah.
Right? It's not bad. So I get where you're coming from, right? You want to judge, what it does against big teams in those games. It's fine. I get what you're saying. But all I'm saying is it's a marathon.
And also to add to that as well. I think what John is saying would have been true like last season or 2 seasons ago, where the margin of error for teams that won the league was quite very, very low because Liverpool only lost 2 games last season. The season before, Man City only lost 1 game and things like that. But this season, a lot of teams are already losing minimum 2. So it doesn't, and they're still going to lose more throughout the season. So I think the margin of error, there's more room to play with this season. Even, like you said, even if you draw against the big teams and beat all the lower teams outside of the top 4, I think that should still be enough to secure the league at the end of the season. Yeah, sorry, Azza, for cutting you.
True, especially because all the big teams are losing to even the small teams. Yeah. So sorry, Azza, go on.
For me, from what Johnny Berry is saying is just if you are playing against big teams as well, with everything Arsenal has right now, you should be going into every game thinking, we are winning. It's not like we are hoping for a draw. Every game, and I'm saying every game.
Actually,
you should because look at if Arsenal should play against City, you are sure that Gabriel and Saliba are going to deal with Haaland, which happens to be the best striker in the league right now. So if you're dealing with the best striker in the league, if you're dealing with the best teams in the league, what else do you need? So I understand what he's saying, because even regardless, you want to go into big games thinking you should be the winner of this big game. And Arsenal right now, they are in that position to be like, okay, for example, look at last season. I was hate watching Arsenal against PSG, but I was hate watching them with the hope that they don't win because I was still scared. So that is the thing. Like, Arsenal need that fear factor right now from big teams as well. And if they've got that fear factor from big teams as well, okay, imagine winning 5 of the 6 teams this season. There's no way they are not winning that league. Because you're in a league where look at this is where you need it more. Yeah, this is where you need this, and this is the reason why you need it more. So many times in the league, the difference between them and the winner is probably 3 points, 4 points.
5
the difference between them and Man City is probably 3 points, 4 points at the end of the whole season.
If you actually
if you actually look at it, okay, what if the big teams you've won them as well? That
If you win
is
the big teams and
that
lose
is the
to
reason
small
why you
teams,
still need to
what if you
win those big
you
teams.
win the big
Exactly.
teams and lose to small
It's still the
teams?
same thing.
It's
It's
still
still 3 points is
like
3 points, whether
three
big
points
team
is
or
3 points,
Yeah.
small.
whether big team or
Yeah,
small team, it's still the same. The major
yeah.
thing is you trying to get 6 points from every other team below from the fifth downwards. The top four, you can actually get like try to secure your 3 points at home. Secure one point there. Because this season right now, there are still games to be lost. Liverpool being shaky still has like games that they're going to lose. I can't call Chelsea, sorry. Man City still
No,
has,
we still have like 82 games to lose. No worry.
but
We still have
Man
like
City has games to lose. Like look at the season. What Arsenal needs now is because that fear factor will still come in. If they're able to beat the next four small teams, the next big team that's coming might not have a good run of form meeting Arsenal. That fear will still be there. Do you understand? So
yeah.
that fear factor. This what where Johnny Boy is coming from is looking at the Man U game, the Man City game, and not knowing that Teta has changed his mindset from Newcastle game. There's something going on. So just watch for what is going on and see
Okay.
what that pattern before he gets to the next big game.
But let me give you one thing where I don't know if you people noticed it, but ever since Arsenal's 5-1 against Man City, Arsenal hasn't been scared of playing against Man City.
No.
Which brings me back to that to John's point that you need to win your rivals as well. Like ever since that proper 5-1 smashing,
That was last
Arsenal has
season now.
always been yeah. But before
No,
that,
but yeah,
what
before
I'm
then
saying is
we've been drawing with City. Like
yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
think
trying to
Arteta has been
say.
scared of City. Even the games that we lost,
Yeah. No,
we
I'm
didn't
not
get,
saying
yeah, go ahead.
I'm not saying like if you look at if you before that 5-1, if you look at their actual games, it's always boring because the both of them they are respecting themselves. They don't want to press like they are like limiting their press against each other. I don't know if you watch it very well. That is the way like
Yes,
they were playing before that 5-1. But after that 5-1, the next game, Arsenal came out and they pressed Man City like, yeah, we want to press you. And this same 1-1 this season as well. Arsenal win popping the ball around like Man City packed the bus.
yes.
So, but I'm saying that everything happened from that 5-1 win against them last season. So winning your rivals is a huge morale boost. Is a huge morale boost. Like,
But
okay,
the
like look
reason
at
why I'm not
Liverpool. Look
the
at
reason why
Liverpool.
the reason why I'm not going to agree with that is because at the start of the season, Arsenal drew 2-2 with them at the Etihad, and then they now won
Yes.
5-1 at the Emirates. So
And
it's not
Arsenal
like
drew. And Arsenal drew 2-2 with one man down.
yes. And then the season before we drew with them at the Etihad and won 1-0 at the Emirates. So I don't think it's just
Yeah.
last season they started like
It wasn't
like
last season. I
no,
was going to say that as
it
well.
has been coming. It has been
It
coming.
Oh,
has
okay.
been coming for
Yeah.
a while. And
It's
to buttress what
Liverpool
you
that
said,
we are
Razak,
yet
about
to find
five,
their number.
about 5 wins. I think Arsenal won about 5 top 6 clashes last season, if not more, in the league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't lose top clashes.
And
They
they
don't
still
lose top
didn't win the
clashes.
league.
But
Which
a
is
lot of those top
which is my
clashes,
point,
yeah.
right? Which is my point, right? That what Johnny Boy is asking for, they already did that last season, and didn't still go on to do the most important thing, which is winning the league. I mean, against City, they got 4 points. I think they got 2 points against Liverpool, draw home, draw away, right? Against United, was it not 6 points?
Yeah, 6 points.
Home and away, yeah. Against Chelsea, I think it was 4 points as well.
Last season, in the
last
league
season
was 6 points, Jude.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 points against Chelsea.
Yeah,
it was
4
4 points. Against Spurs was 6 points.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Good. So that's already more than 5 wins against the top 6.
Yeah, it was the losses against like Aston Villa, the Fulhams, the West
Do you
Ham. Those are the
understand?
ones that
And
were
they
doing
still
it.
didn't go on to win the league. So, I would, if they give me like a blue pill, red pill situation, beat all the top 6 teams and win the league. Just take win the league, really, because you've done that.
That's what they need now. They don't need
Yeah,
any other.
you've beaten
They
the
need that
top
win the
guys
league
already. You
to
did
go.
that
If you beat
last
top
season.
guys and don't win the
Yeah.
league, Ateta is most likely going out. You need a new coach
you
now.
understand?
Start restarting.
Yes.
As
Let's
I is an NMU. As I tell you, so that you restart and then.
let's